Greetings, welcome to the channel. Today we have another model video from my childhood past. I bought this kit when I was a teenager. I don't really remember the kit, but apparently I had it. This is box art I got off the internet. It's a little grainy, but it's a picture. At least. Here is the inspiration picture. Admittedly, I'm not a Corvette person, although I have a couple. But this is a pretty car. This is what I found in my junk boxes that I packed around for 40 years. There was this, the bucket. Of course, the hood is on there. And if you will pay attention to this piece, this became the biggest pain in the keister you've ever seen. And now it will be apparent after a while. As you can see, it's painted yellow. I'm assuming that is a rattle can paint. Can't say for sure. Some of these images are a little dark. I apologize. These pictures were taken back in 2016. I was on Facebook back then. I subscribed to Chris Cortell's Facebook page. Let me go back here. And I posted this picture. I said, does anybody know what this is? Chris jumped in real quick and said, that's a 68 Astro-Vette. I said, it's a what? So we conversed back and forth. I said, well, this is all I have. I don't have anything else. So we decided that a 68 Corvette would be a good donor. Like I said, all I had was this and the bucket. I don't know what that is. And I put it in Simply Awesome degreaser. And this is how it came out. It got most of it off. You can still see the yellow tint. I did find the original wheels, the tail lights. This is part of an exhaust, I think, and a couple other pieces. That I found in boxes. So I knew they had to go to it. This is the bucket from the donor kit. And this is the bucket from the original kit. See how grainy and rough it is? And this console has the pedals up in the air where this is it's molded in. And this is the kit I got off of eBay. And this is what I got. It was in the plastic bag. This is off of a 68 Corvette. I don't remember, I think it was AMT kit, but it fit-ish. Them the buckets for a pickup I was working on. I don't know why they were in there. And as you can see, the pin broke off that holds the hood in, which is not a big deal, but we got it. We'll get it fixed. Well, this is the spare tire holder on the Corvette. It's in the way because there's no way that this is going to slide down in this little V here. So we fixed it. Here we're sorting out chassis parts. This is how we fixed it. We whacked it off. Yeah, who needs a spare tire? You got an Astro-Vette. It'll float right along. So I just put a piece of styrene over it. Covered it up. You can't see it anyway. And as you can see, now it fits up underneath there. There is hardly any room. Trust me, there's no, I mean, it's, yeah, quarter of an inch maybe. We got the chassis where it fits down in the body now. So we're mocking everything up to see where the radiator is going to fit. And because this is an MPC kit, now I'm pretty sure this is AMT kit, so yeah, we're Frankensteining. Wanted to see how the new tub was going to fit. Everything's looking good so far. And then this happened. This right here. It's supposed to look like this one over here. It was sticking up and it got caught on something and I snapped it off. And you know how little pieces are. They fly off into oblivion. You never see them again. These are the original inner fenders. Yeah, that's the word. And you can see how rough those are also. They were glued on. But I decided to use the donor ones. Because I got all the parts to the 68 Corvette except for the body. You can see these look much better. They fit better in here too. Go figure that, right? The other ones had big gaps and things. Still trying to figure things out. The sad part is this head doesn't fit right. There's not a whole lot you can do with it. Look at the body. Look at the cracks. There's supposed to be a panel that separates the back seats from the back end, so I made one. And it fits right there behind the seats. Blocks off access to this area back here. You're not going to get to it anyway. There's the new seats. That's how it's all going to fit. Took a while to get the contour right, but I managed. There's the bag of parts. And we've all been here searching through the piles. Or the containers, actually. I know it's in there somewhere. We'll find it, right? And there you can see where I broke the... I actually saved that. Believe it or not. And this piece here is going to be for the support for the back of the hood. And here's why. I'm going to have to glue this in here so the back of the hood rests on it, because the old bucket came forward enough to do that. The new bucket does not. but that's okay. We'll just glue a piece in there, right? Now you can see how it fits. Now when this hood shuts, there's enough, you can see the slop right here and right here. When you turn the car over, those pins drop down into that groove and the front falls down, and there's nothing you can do short of maybe putting something up here, maybe, I don't know. So when it closes, it raises it up. But when you flip it up, it's got to move. There's the hubcaps. Well, I found those also. I tried several things to clean those up. Couldn't do it. Here I'm cutting out the panel lines, or recutting, I should say, because there's 3 inches of paint down in them. Here we're getting rid of those seams, front and back, actually. Good old Mr. Bondo. A lot of sanding. Oh, yeah. I can see where I'm talking about the hood not fitting right. Drops down along here. But there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So I epoxied the new pan in. Or actually, I made a new pan, epoxied it in there. Still working on body lines, seams. Got to fix that. Oops. Like I said, here we are. And we're trying to remake that piece. I did this 3 times. I finally got it to look right. A lot of work for just a little nub of a corner. And then the hunt begins. Everybody's been there and done that. Looking for an engine, because I did not have an engine either. And we came up with this one. No, I don't know what it's out of. You've seen where it came from. There's all the interior, painted black. And that was a pain getting that radiator at the right angle, because it just flopped around in there. And seeing how the Astro-Vette leans back, the Corvette did not. There's the first coat of primer. See what I mean about the way the hood sets? And she looks pretty good. Nice and smooth. Happy girl. See the smile? There's one of my attempts to fix the hubcaps. I painted them red and I was going to use this to paint over the top of them. I did that. It did not turn out right. And I tried using the... I tried painting them black and using the all-clad. Hell, that turned into a big finasco too. So I just ditched them. This is the piece of the exhaust port that I found. That's the only piece there was. So I'm making one here. It's actually going to be the exhaust port and mufflers. Pre-tanned mufflers. You can see where I'm cutting it out. I'm going to try to fold these in, which I later ditched that idea and just went with the square part like this. You're not going to see it anyway where it's stuck at. And I got some gauges, and I bought these years ago And I finally bought a model. More on that later. So, like I said, I finally dished that idea when it was a straight piece. Decided it was going to be better. And here we're trying to fit the exhaust that comes on the Corvette. Because, there again, this is not the engine for the Corvette. So we're making it up as we go. There we got the box gluing up. And there's where I got to cut them off. These are the original mufflers. I did get the exhaust system with that kit. But no, I didn't use hardly any of it. And there's the gauges put in. Amazing how dusty that gets real fast. I used floor shine, so I just floor shine on the gauges. Looks better when you back up. Here we're working on the box some more. That exhaust port sure did take a lot of time. There's where it comes out at. Now you can see. So we're going to pretend there's mufflers back in here. You can't see back in there anyway. So we're just sticking them in there, and we're heating these and bending them as we go. So like I say, we're pretending their mufflers are back up in here. And we eventually got them fitted in there. She's looking pretty good like that. This is the difference in the body panel fit between that and a tub. But that's okay. You can't see it when you put the windshield, that kind of hides it. And yes, I found the windshield for it. I forgot to mention that earlier. Had to make lots of pieces. I had to make a radiator, alternator bracket. Found that alternator in a junk box. And all this stuff came with the kit that I bought. Because I had none of that either. A lot of scratch dent filling. There's first coat of paint, second coat of paint, third coat of paint. There's the a coat of clear. Which looks good. So we're working on the engine. Yes, I put spark plug wires on it, and I used the network cable, painted them black. I normally don't do that. Contacted these people, firebirddesign.net, and they especially made these Corvette emblems for me and some license plates. $19 if I recall. Sadly, they're no longer around anymore because I tried looking them up the other day. So there she is with the emblems on her and a coat of clear. We're letting her dry up. And then this happened. I have the damnedest luck. I had the car sitting there and I was going to do some spray painting, and I dropped the cup of paint and it just went everywhere, and I was so sick. I had to go lay down. I got on Facebook and showed the pictures and asked questions on what to do. And remember, this has got clear force shine on top of it. And then this is acrylic. This is acrylic paint on top of that. So we tried doing several different things. So while we're trying to fix it, I don't know if you can see this started happening. I don't know if it was the water or what, but it just, this whole front end just fish-eyed. And we tried sanding it out, and we just gave up. And she went back into purple pond. Austin Window. awesome window. No, awesome degreaser. One of those awesomes. So we had to do a bunch of work again because it took that piece came loose. The body putty had to start all over again. But we got her fixed. More decals, more floor shine. And I put her up out of the way, drying somewhere else, away from the workbench. Yes, sir. She sat for about 10 to 15 days before I did anything else with it. That's why everything's all bagged up. And there she is put together. Very proud of that vehicle. Did a lot of talking with Chris Cortell. He gave me a lot of pointers. This is the first model I did after coming back after 25, 30 years of not modeling. Took me a long time to work on this. As you can probably see, the date codes there in the left bottom corner. This is 2017. Very proud of this. And you'll get to see it again very soon. Can't give out any details. It's a government secret. Like I said, I'm not a vet person. I've had friends with vets. I've drove vets. Just not me. But I love this one. I love 62s and 63 vets too. That's because I like the back ends. Now if you notice, before somebody starts screaming out there, these are the hubcaps off of a Corvette. But they're not the ones off the Astro-Vette. Like I said earlier, I ditched them. I couldn't get them to look right. I still have them, and they're still in the bag of parts. I had to do a lot of sanding on this glass, by the way. Never done that before either. Chris told me how to do that, do the wet sanding on the glass to get it to work right. And I tell you what, you talk about pooping pellets. Yes, sir, buddy. This is something I bought already put together. We may make a video on it. I just thought it was so cool looking. I loved the color. That was one of the things that I bought. We bought it for. Anyway, this is about the Astro-Vette, and you've already seen this video. And there we have it. 1968 Astro-Vette. And like I said, it was an old MPC. Apparently I bought it and started on it. What happened to the rest of the stuff I don't know, because there's some other models that I know that I had. But after packing them from Tennessee to Indiana to Tennessee, several other places in Indiana, they got lost throughout the years, and they were stored at Mom's place for a while. She repacked stuff, moved things around. you know, things got misplaced, and that's okay. She's a winner now. Well, anyway, thanks for watching the video. I got some more. They're going to start building a couple models soon. My puppy's ready to go. You hear him whining in the background. So anyway, we'll say goodnight to everybody. God bless. Take care. Remember, be kind to your neighbors. You don't know when you're going to see them again. Good night. Bye-bye.